Okay, guys, we are going to try this again. Oh my goodness. Give me just a second so I can let people know where I am. I don't know. I'm telling you, this weather has something so crazy going on. It's like trees are down, so I'm thinking it's the weather because I normally never have issues with my lives. So let's see if it works over here. I don't know what is going on. So okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Now, y'all, I am not so versed at YouTube, so bear with me because I cannot see comments on YouTube yet. Let me see if I can pull it up. I will tell you, sometimes things will happen that, and then I just talk about this, that'll snatch you right up out of your comfort zone. So, out of my comfort zone, I go. No better way but to learn with y'all, right? Let's see. I don't see it up yet. But anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this to go live on Facebook, guys, and it would not let me go live on Facebook. It kept me. So if you are tuned in, please say something so I can see that you're here, and we will certainly get started. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. We're doing a bumblebee wreath today. We're gonna do it with this sign. And it's the cutest little sign. I'm sorry, a ladybug wreath today. I don't know why I want to say bumblebee. A ladybug wreath today. We're gonna do it with this sign, and we're gonna do it with these ribbons. Look at these ribbons. Aren't they like perfect? We're gonna do it with these ribbons. Um, and we have some 10-inch mesh that we're going to use, and I'm also using I'm going to use red and yellow, and I'm using an evergreen base today because I thought this would give it some fullness and texture. And so we'll just go around, and I'm going to turn my camera down so you guys can see what I am doing. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, see? Oh, that's a great picture. Awesome. So I'm using an evergreen work base. This is a 24-inch work base. And we're going to put it down. Like I said, I wanted to give it some dimension as I'm getting ready for my craft show. So I want to have different price point options for my customers that are purchasing. So this is 10-inch deco mesh. It is cut at 20 inches each. And I like to give the ends 2 rows just to help with the fraying on the mesh. And I'm going around, with the normal work base, you have 18 ties. So with the evergreen work base, every tie is wired. So you have to make sure that you are eyeballing it and kind of measuring it out as you go to get your, and we're doing just a basic ruffle. Guys, if you are just tuning in, thank you so much for hopping over to YouTube to join me. I apologize. And if you're watching the replay, I certainly thank you for joining us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the side so you'll know when I'm live on YouTube. We have all sorts of tutorials. We have a back to the basics section. If you're just getting started or you just need some brush up things about the, basic stuff, it's here to help you. So if you would hit that subscribe button, that would be awesome. So I'm just thinking that maybe with the storms and everything everywhere, maybe that is the issue with the lives today. I don't know. Sometimes Facebook gets in a mood. I don't know. We're going to go through and put this all the way around. And so again, I'm using 10-inch deco mesh. The red has a metallic striping through it. And the yellow is just a basic mesh. Our sign has sunflowers in it, so we're going to incorporate some sunflowers into our work base. Guys, if you're jumping on, please say something so that I know that you're here, because YouTube is not like Facebook, so I can't see you when you come in. So let me know that you're here. I'm going all the way around the bottom first. Yep. Let me see if I can get my comments pulled up. I'm not used to not having anybody to talk to. And it's not showing me the live, so okay, we'll just keep going. I'm going to go all the way around, and I have these cut at 20 inches each. And again, I like to roll the ends of my mesh up at least twice on both ends so that it helps with the fraying. Of course, it's not going to stop all your fraying. Fraying is going to be inevitable. And this is a 24-inch or 15-inch wreath work base. The evergreen, the tag is going to say 24 inches, y'all. That's what it would come out to after you get everything on it. So if it was just your regular wreath work base, it would be a 15-inch. And that's how they measure. When I first started, I was so confused. It's like, well, if it's 15, why does it say 24? Okay. So if I don't see you when you're coming in, hey, Kenyatta, yes, okay, I can see you. Awesome. I hadn't seen you in a long time. I hope all is well. So guys, if you're just coming in, just say hello so I know you're there. But I'm going around and I'm putting it in top and bottom. Hey, Miss LaVon. Oh, LaVon, oh my goodness. It's giving me a fit this morning. I think it's all the storms and everything, because I never have issues with going live. So then I just say, sometimes Facebook gets in the mood. So Thank God. And this is exactly, y'all, this is exactly why you need to set up your multiple platforms, because you have to think about, this is a perfect example. You have to think about, if Facebook went down, would you still have a way to connect with your customers? Perfect, perfect example right here as to why. So yes, thank you. I'm so glad you found me, Lavon. I was going to tell you when you said get out of my head, I was laughing so hard. I know. Used to seeing Harless. So I'm going to stand up and I'm going to finish putting this in. So I'm going all the way around the inside now. So with your evergreen base, y'all, you kind of got to eyeball it in yourself, because it's not specific ties, because every one is a tie. So the goal is that when you finish putting your stuff on here, if especially if it's not Christmas, you don't want them to think of it as a Christmas wreath. So we have a lot of picks and things we're going to use. I'm going to have to fix the title to kind of, yep. I will tell you, this picture over here on YouTube is amazing. Wow. It's like it's so clear. So I'm getting ready for my craft show. And I just want to have different price points. So this wreath is going to be a little pricey because of all of the things that are going in it. You know, the picks and flowers and signs and ribbon. But I'm also doing different, I'm going to do different designs so that I have things at different price points. Perseverance, absolutely. Thank you, Lavon. Perseverance, you do. In the midst of everything. You have to have it even when nobody's paying attention. I'm so excited for you. I saw your announcement, and God is going to do great things for you this year. I'm believing it with you. He's got big plans. So we're going to keep on going around. Oh, I used the varnish, so I'm going to need, let's see, I want to do red, yellow, red, yellow. So 2 more of each. So I've got these cut at 20 inches each. So I need to cut 2 more of each. And that will be our mesh. And I've had my stuff cut up, y'all, for all week long. Like, I really prepped on Monday. And every night this week has been like, I'm not getting home till 8, 9 o'clock at night. And so by the time I get here, talk to my husband, sit down for a minute, I'm like, yeah, I can't go home. So I got up this morning. I was like, I've got to go make this wreath. So what I would say is that when I'm starting my designs, guys, I start with a sign. What sign do I want to use? And then from my sign, I go into, okay, do I want to add in picks? You know, what picks do I have? So do I want to add in picks? And then I see what I have on hand or what I want to make it pretty or different or unique. And so it's in that moment that my design begins to take shape in my head. Because now I am putting it together. I can see in my head how I want it to look. And sometimes you'll get started and you'll be like, yeah, no, that's not quite what I had in mind. And then sometimes you stumble upon it and you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that. So, yes, so I have one more. I'm going to put it up here. So look how already you see how it's beginning to take shape, right? And this is on an evergreen base. And I'm showing you how you can use them for different seasons to make beautiful, beautiful designs, y'all. Okay, so we got that in. Look at that, isn't that pretty? So pretty. And we're going to put our ribbon in around the bottom. And so our biggest, you know, we're going to play off this yellow because this is our sign right here. Look at that sign. Isn't that sign cute? Give us a button. I'm going to sit it right here. And so I have my ribbon. That's 2.5-inch ribbon. It is wired, and I have it cut at 12 inches each. And I'm going to put it in, and I kind of just want to give it a slight bend. So that it kind of takes shape. And I'm going to put it in right here over my mesh. So you want to put your ribbon in where you put your mesh, because remember I said, you know, it doesn't have ties on here. You want to make sure you turn it so that they see all that pretty ribbon. It does no good to buy pretty ribbon if nobody can see it, y'all. So make sure you're taking the time to put your ribbon in and turn it so that they can see what it looks like. Okay. So this is 2.5-inch ribbon. It's wired and it's cut at 12 inches each. Now, I wouldn't suggest you cut it any shorter. You absolutely can go longer, but I just wouldn't suggest shorter. Let's see. You just kind of want to give your ribbon a bend with your fingers. When you're making your designs, guys, I'm gonna say, I know time is money. We hear that all the time. Time is money. Time is money. But I'm gonna tell you, slow down. Give your design some TLC. It is not a race. You do not have to be in competition to finish in a certain amount of time. So slow down. You know, you want your customer to pay the amount of money that you're asking. You want to make sure that you're taking your time and making your designs with TLC. I just don't want you to be rushing through. Yep, we're gonna go all the way around. And I'm just mixing up my ribbon as I go. I don't really have a no pattern of putting it in because I kind of want their eyes to go all over when they see this wreath. It's going to be so many other things in it. They're going to be like, wow. So yes. I'm going to go all the way around. The bottom. I thought this, so the ribbon came from, the yellow and red ribbon came from, the Ladybug ribbon came from Carolina Pottery. And then the red and black polka dot and the black and white came from Sims Pottery. So I'm going around the bottom. And by the bottom, I mean the outside is where we're going around. Yeah, I promise you, I can't see any comments. So if you're talking to me, I apologize. I'm going to have to go back and watch this video because I don't want to have missed everybody. So my show is not till March. So I want to make sure I have some spring wreaths, really some spring wreaths to take with me. Do some summer wreaths. Just a good little variety because I'll tell you, people buy different seasons all year long. All year long. So it's hard to say, oh, well, they'll only buy spring or they'll only buy summer. It's hard to say that. And put some bumblebee right here. I don't know why I want to keep saying bumblebee. I mean ladybug, y'all. I'll have to fix that. I hope if you lost me on Facebook, you were able to find me over here on YouTube. Please subscribe to my page as I do come over here and do tutorials. I have them uploaded. We have a series called Back to the Basics where I go back and teach you basically from the basics about things that we might have missed or things that you need help on, because sometimes you have new people that start and they're not quite as advanced. So that's why I created the Back to the Basics series. And I'll be uploading some videos today on how to create your own work reframes. Okay. I'll do one more right here at the top. Yep. Perfect. Then I'm going to add in my sign because I'm going to do everything around that sign. Thank you, Levon. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love the evergreen base. And you know, we learned this I learned this at Wreath Makers Live because they were using the evergreen base for fall designs. And I was like, okay. And it turned out really pretty, and you could not tell it was a evergreen base by the time that they were done. And so, of course, I came back home and I didn't do anything with it. But I tried it on a wreath, and it was beautiful. But it does make it extremely full and pretty. Okay. So, and then I took it, remember, because I did this before we came over here, it was round, and I took it and pushed it together to make it an oblong shape, to kind of give it an oval shape. Okay. Because in my head, that is how I see it on my customer's door. So I'm going to take 2 ties. I'll take 2 ties. So I'm going to put my sign on now on the front. This sign came from Carolina Pottery. I saw someone say, and it's sunflowers and ladybugs, that they got one this year. I had this one left over in my stash from last year, so I'm going to use it up. And I'm putting it on. I'm attaching it to the back, and I'm going to put my sign on first because I'm going to do everything around the sign on this design today. But I found so many signs. Oh my goodness. I was like, what in the world was I thinking buying all these signs, and why haven't I used them? So yes. So let's see. This is our frame. I'm thinking this is going to be the bottom. And I want it to go, I don't want it this way. I want it to go this way. Like to the side like this. So let me get my trusty needle out. Hi, Angela. I'm glad you found us. Guys, as you're coming in, let me know that you're on. So I'm going to use my needle because it's quite full. Okay. This needle is the best thing since sliced bread, y'all. Because you don't have to fight with it or look for where it came off at. Okay, so I'm going to attach it here. And you want to make sure your sign is secure without crushing your mesh, okay? Without crushing it. So that's why I put it in a little bit longer. Now let's see, because we have 2 bows. So let's check out what we're gonna do with these bows. So we have a longer one that we can put up here. The smaller one is gonna go down here. I'm gonna bend this out. We put that one up there. We can roll it up. Let's see. Okay. Got you. Okay. I told you, sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes you have to think it through as you go. I be in here having like whole conversations. Sometimes my husband will come in and say, "Who's out here with you?" So yes. So I'm gonna put this one in. And normally I do not put my sign on first. Now, because this is an evergreen base and you don't have specific ties, right? I put my sign on first so that when I put my ribbon, attach my ribbon, I know exactly where I want it to go. Okay. So that is why I put my sign on first, because normally I do not put my sign on first. Normally I put my ribbon all the way around it, but that's when I'm working with a wreath base that has designated ties. On an evergreen, you do not. So I need to put my sign on so that I know exactly where I'm going to put my ribbon tails in at. Okay. And you want to shake, give it the shake test so it's not loose and bouncing everywhere. Look how full that is. It's beautiful already. Okay. So we're going to come back through and put in our ribbon tails around this. So we've got it in. We know where we put it at. And I encourage you to go try evergreen base. If you have any left from your Christmas things, just try it. Just like you would a normal work wreath. Make sure you open your ties up. I think that's the biggest thing, is making sure you get everything opened. So this wreath is not for your average wreath buyer. This is more of a elegant wreath, I'm going to say. You don't want to hide your sign because it's such a pretty sign. That's why you put it on first, so you can put your ribbon around it. I'll come back over here. Right there. Thank you, Levon. I'm gonna tell you, because I'm like, for whatever reasons, sometimes, when you speak the truth, the devil gets mad. So you have to keep going, because I can't allow to get myself to get frustrated in a season of if someone needs me. And normally Saturday mornings is not when I come on, right? And so maybe there was someone who needed me today, or somebody who wanted to hang out today, or just needed to have an extra voice around. And what if the Lord put it on my heart to go live this morning, and then of course they interrupted, and I just said, okay, just forget it, I'm not going to do it. And that person needed me today. So sometimes, your perseverance is not even about yourself. And that's what I think. Sometimes, and we all have a destiny, and sometimes me fulfilling my destiny is not even about tequila. It's about, because there's somebody else who needs my gift. So I have to be obedient, even when I do not want to, Angela. She said, this is why I'm so blessed. Thank you. But it's times I don't, I may not want to, but literally today when I came in here to start, I was like, I got to finish this wreath. And I started working. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live today. I'm gonna go hang out with my people if they're available. And so we tried. I got kicked off. We tried again. I got kicked off again. But I took it as, okay, somebody needs me today, and the devil's trying to shut my mouth. So let's just hop on over here and let's keep it moving. But thank you, ladies. I really appreciate that. But I am truly blessed, and I try to be a blessing to others. So I appreciate you guys even acknowledging that. But yes, and I hope I've shared it on my Facebook page. So hopefully, if they did get it, they're able to come over and hang out with me. Yeah. All right, y'all, listen. If you wanted to, we absolutely could stop right here. It's pretty, it's colorful, it's vibrant. But I'm not gonna stop right here, right? So I put the welcome sign as catacorn. I just want to make sure I tighten it up over here. And I put it a little bit lower because I want to add, let me flip it over. I'm gonna add my bow at the top. Bow at the top, the tail. I cut the tails at 10 inches, and we can cut them off if we want to, but look at this bow. So I'm gonna go through and fluff it, but I cut them at 10 inches because I wanted them a little longer, but we can go through and fix them if we get them on here and we find it's too long. So let me fluff my bow up. And I tried, y'all, look at this ribbon right here. Oh my goodness, it has fur running up each side of it. I was like, oh my goodness, it is so pretty. What did I do with it? I want to show y'all. Because I wanted to, I used it in a bow, but I was like, I can't use it in my design because it is expensive, but it's so pretty. I'm trying to see what I did with it so I could show y'all. But it was so, so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna hear my dog. She's gonna get the fussing. Sue, welcome. You just figured out how to chat on YouTube. I know. Look, this is a learning experience for us all because I cannot. It's my first. I've got to figure out how to see my comments and everything on here. I think I'm seeing them, but I'm just figuring out how. Okay, so look at this nice, so juicy bow, y'all. That's a good bow right there. Yeah, my dog is getting ready to probably go nuts. Forgive her. My husband just is coming home from work. So I'm gonna cut this one off. So I got this one all fluffed. So I got this one that's gonna go at the top. And then we have this smaller bow we're gonna use. And I did this one for the bottom. And this one has 7-inch tails because I wanted it to be shorter. Now we might flip this and do the shorter one at the top and the long one at the bottom. Let's see how it looks when we get them on here. We'll take a look. Hey, Miss Florence, how are you? Let's see how it. Yes, that would be great. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so this is our shorter one. We may put that one at the top. Let's take a look. They are easy to fluff. Yep. Okay, so if we put this one at the bottom, give it some length at the bottom. We put this one at the top. We'll just give it, what do y'all think? I think we'll do that. Put this one at the bottom to give it some length down here. Okay, let's do it like that. Can y'all see? To give it just a little length, and then we'll put this one at the top. Give it over here. Oh, that is super. It's gonna be really nice. Where's my needle? So this one is gonna have, that's why I said this is more not just your average, gonna be your average design. This is gonna have a couple of different things going on here. So it's gonna have, this is one of 2 bows. I tell you, I'm so surprised at how different the picture looks on YouTube versus Facebook. Wow, the graphics are so clear. I'm impressed. That might make me want to do more over here. Okay, so we have our top bow in. Look at that ribbon. Oh my goodness, it's so cutesy. It like gives it a different dimension. Can y'all see this ribbon right here? Look. This one with the fur. Oh my goodness. It matched this sign so perfectly. I had to get it. Then we're going to do this one at the bottom. It has some length right there in the middle. Yeah, this wreath looks amazing. And so, can you tell that it's on an evergreen base? Even right here, we still have some other things to put it on, but can you tell it's on an evergreen base? I'll make sure that's in the middle. You can see everything. It's good. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I'm standing here looking at the screen as I go, and the picture is phenomenal. It's amazing. I'm like, wow. Let's see. Okay, so once I get it in there, making sure I'm gonna tighten it. So the thing with the evergreen is you're gonna hook it around, and we'll go back in the back and make sure it's all secured in once I'm done adding everything. Then we're going to do our, just pull them down and then bend them. Oh, yeah, I'm in love. Thank you, Sue. Not at all. Thank you, Angela. You cannot tell, and it gives it takes your design out to a different level. I'm telling you. So you all already designed gorgeous things, and it just takes it to just a different level, right? Okay. All right. So got that open wide up. Yeah, look at that already. Look. Oh my goodness. So now comes the fun stuff. We've got this big old ladybug. We've got this little one. Let's see where I'm gonna put this big one. It definitely has to go in here. I gotta figure out where, but it is going in here. Probably right about there. Oh my goodness, that is like so dope. It's like beautifulness. Yep, it's gonna probably go right about there. And I have some sunflowers. Look at these sunflowers. And look, I even have some of these picks. See some of these? Are these not the cutest little things? So now is the fun part. So I already got my glue going over here. Put the little one on the side. Well, I thought about putting it on the side, but it's nothing to attach it with, so that means I'm gonna have to glue it, and I don't want them to be able to see the glue, so I gotta figure out how I could put that on the side. But I thought about that, Sue. So I don't want all of the leaves, but I certainly want some of the leaves in here because I want to make sure we are hiding the evergreen piece of it. Aren't they vibrant? Does this not say summer or spring? You could take this and go all the way from spring to summer with it. I tell you, it's so clear. Hey, Missy. That's my Shih Tzu. She is so spoiled. She comes out here and she wants me to hold her. And when I'm on live and Sometimes I'll try to hold her when I'm sitting here working, but when I'm on live, I can't pick her up and she gets an attitude. I'm gonna cut this one down because I'm gonna put this sunflower right here. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is so pretty. Wow. I saw this in my head coming together. I'm gonna go ahead and glue it in because I already know I want to put it right there. But when you actually see it, I start to get excited. One thing about working with an evergreen is that you have so many things to stick your glue to make sure it's not going to come out. And this is some little eucalyptus. And I'm just going to kind of stick these in here just to give it another dimension. And I'm going to break each one down. So I'm taking one branch and I cut 3 pieces off. Then I'm going to take each of these pieces and cut them off. This is what I tell you, and this is at this moment you begin to make your design your own, right? Put my coffee over here. I don't want glue in my coffee, y'all. As much as I like glue, I don't want it in my coffee. And I'm just putting these in to just kind of, you want to just wiggle it around. Give it just some more dimension and, take away from your evergreen pieces. How you doing, little girl? Thank you to you all who jumped on who are not used to using YouTube, but you came over to learn so you can hang out with me. I appreciate that. You just kind of want to wiggle it around so that it's touching everything around it. I'm just kind of turning my wreath as I go. These are good colors. I think the sign is bright itself. So it absolutely helps. And I'm going to put some greenery up in my bow. So I'm just going through. Don't worry about your glue strings. You pull out a hair dryer if you have like so many, and just kind of blow it, and they'll go away. They'll go away. Just going through and adding it in. Like I said, it gives your design another dimension that people are looking at as they, they're looking to purchase. And so you have to be mindful of when you're doing a wreath design, guys. And I know you picks and everything and flowers are beautiful, but when you start adding in flowers and picks and different things to your design, remember it's going to run the price of your design up. So you want to make sure that when you're finished, you're going to be able to sell it at a price you can make your money back from it. So just keep that in mind when you're using your different things to put into your design, okay? Like I already knew from the beginning, this is going to be a more expensive wreath because of everything that I wanted to put into it. And I'm not even worried that it will sell because I know it's going to sell. It's beautiful. And people always want different. What's the time? 57:38. Oh. I'm using just a skillet over here. It's an electric frying skillet. You do not need to go buy a fancy glue pot. I think I got this one on Black Friday for like 10 bucks. And it melts the glue the same. I have it sitting on simmer right now. You don't need to turn it up high because you don't want your glue to be super runny and loose because it'll burn you. You want it to kind of be the same consistency of honey or molasses, thick. Okay, so we have that in. I think I want to put a piece or two up here. Oh, yeah, I am in love. It's pretty, it's so pretty. Okay, now I'm gonna go back. We know we want to put our big bug right here. Therefore, I need something that I need to attach it to. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put a flower here. Pull this up right here. Let's see. So I want it to stay on. So I'm gonna put a sunflower there. off. Yeah, this is such a bright, pretty design. Let's see. Okay, I think we're gonna do that there. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna try this and see how it works. We gotta get it to stay on here. Good. So, okay, and you just want to make sure that you have it attached well so it doesn't come off when they get it home. Okay, and I'm going to go back in and check it after it's had time to set. Okay. That piece right there. They are so vibrant. She's saying the colors are so vibrant. Okay. All right, so we got our ladybug. Well, I don't know why I want to say bumblebee. And we're going to go in now and we're just going to fill it in with sunflowers and extra flowers. You have to Oh, thank you. Well, I will certainly keep your family in prayer. You know, that's hard for any family going through. Yes, I understand. And I know you'll check it. Thank you so much for showing me the love today and hanging out for a bit. Go and enjoy your family. Know you have my prayers. Y'all, let's keep LaVon's family in prayer. She has family in ICU today, so I just want to pray for them. Yes, guys. And I know it's last minute, so absolutely no apologies needed if you have to jump off or you had something planned today. I appreciate any time that you spent with me. I'm about finished, so I'm going to jump off here and then I will certainly post the finished product. Just kind of going in now and adding sunflowers to it to match the design, you know, match the sign. I got to get this whole YouTube live thing figured out, y'all. So no worries. I don't like that that one's not open. I'll put some over here. I'm telling y'all, this wreath is everything. It is so full and vibrant. It's got a lot going on. That's what my husband's. I already know that's what he's gonna say when he sees it. He's gonna say, "Oh, it's quite busy." You don't understand? Busy is good. So. I'll put one. I want a nice one that goes here that's open. That's so big. Let's see. What did I do with my these one? Yep. All right, I'm gonna let the camera up. I still gotta figure out how to attach this little one, but I'm gonna figure it out. So move the camera up. Hey, okay. I might y'all see this. Gourd. Look at this now. Is this not beautiful? Oh my goodness! Look, yeah. Oh, it looks so much better on the screen. Look at all the detail. Is that not gorgeous, y'all? Look at that ladybug hanging out over there. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. And can you tell this was even an evergreen base, y'all? Is that not beautiful? Yep. So thank you guys. I know we had some difficulties this morning. But thank you for everybody who jumped over here with me. I really appreciate you. This is what happens when you have people that depend on you. You have to keep going, even in the midst of trials, right? So I appreciate you guys coming to hang out for me. I hope you have a wonderful and amazing weekend. Stay warm because it is freezing here. So you guys have a wonderful and amazing weekend, and I will see you next week on Unbreathable. Remember, you can find me on Facebook at Unbreathable, the number one. Have a great weekend, guys.